What is up, everybody? Josh here again, and we're going to show you how to kill most enemies with one hit in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Just try and shoot at me and you'll see. Oh, I think I'm going to...
The pillory's too good for you. I'll chop you up on the spot.
Cramps are horrible.
What could have caused them? Don't think I won't cut you to pieces.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker. Don't think I won't cut you to pieces.
Oh yeah? You're gonna kill over here in just a little bit.
The pillory's too good for you.
Let's get into it, shall we? So we're going to be going for one alchemy recipe to show you this method, and we're going to be going to the Nomad camp to unlock that recipe. So if you are somewhere over here towards the starter zone or near Samine, right here to the kind of like northwest of Samine, you're going to notice the Nomad camp. From Samine, you take the road kind of up and then over and then go up again, and that'll lead you to the Nomads camp. And of course, you already have that waypoint. All you got to do is kind of fast travel to it. That's what we're going to do. And from the teleport here, you're going to go ahead and go kind of northeast or north, and we're going to head into the camp here. Go kind of past where you sell horses and stuff like that. We're going to continue straight here, go past the first campfire, and then there should be another campfire right here to the right. And this is the person that we're going to speak to right over here at the third campfire right here. They'll have a red dress on, and they'll be sitting here with a bunch of herbs kind of strung out in their hut. And their name is, I think, Aranka. And you're going to go ahead and chat with them. And you may get some kind of dialogue option. If so, just say you're not interested. Just talk to them again, and you should have the option to trade after that.
That's the smell of money.
Go to trade.
What do you have for sale?
And underneath their recipes, they have a lot of recipes here, as well as a ton of herbs as well. So we're not actually looking for the herbs, we're looking for the recipe. And the recipe that we're looking for is the Bane recipe. And it's going to be 210 without haggling. You can also haggle as well and get it cheaper, but we're going to go ahead and buy that recipe. And this Bane poison is what we're going to be using to do what we did in the intro there. It depletes 110 health and therefore leads to certain death. And better quality, it depletes health faster. And it says it's better for poisoning cauldrons than applying to weapons, which is completely false. You can apply this to your weapons and everything, and it will completely kill any enemy that we pretty much come across. Maybe not every enemy, but definitely most of them, especially like bandits and stuff like that. It is a really OP recipe. So we're going to go ahead and buy this. We're going to hit X to haggle it.
I'd like to do something about that price.
And get it down a little bit.
Why not?
Because we haggle every single thing that we do.
Enough?
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal.
You know, a little bit more.
Laches. Ada pescacineva. It's a deal.
There we go.
Pleasure doing business.
And we got it for 185 grocer, which ain't bad at all. So we're going to go ahead and learn this recipe. Go ahead and go into our inventory and go to books and go ahead and learn the Bane recipe by holding E. If you're playing on a different console or something, it might be something different, but we're going to go ahead and learn that recipe. And you're going to see that we're going to need Wormwood, Belladonna, and Amanita Muscaria. And we're going to need all three of these to make some Bane potions. We're going to show you where to get all these right now. But you're going to need all these different types of herbs. You're going to need quite a few of them if you want to make quite a few Bane potions to add to your weapons or your bolts or your arrows. One of the absolute easiest ways to actually get some of these parts is to go ahead and trade with them. And you can go down to the herbs like we mentioned before, and we can go ahead and just buy up all of the herbs that they have. It does cost money to do this. Now, if you don't actually spend groschen, then we're going to show you where they actually are located at. Buy everything that they have and go ahead and haggle them.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Thank you.
And we got some herbs there, but we're going to show you exactly where to actually gather them as well. The first thing we're going to find is Wormwood. The first place we're going to find Wormwood, I think it's probably one of the best places for me to find Wormwood, is over here next to Trotsky's Castle. There's a little herb garden here that's to the east of Trotsky Castle. We're going to have to teleport right here, but if you don't have to teleport, just come from either Tekov or Trushkowitz, and you're going to head east until you see the giant castle on the hill. And if you teleport here, this is where you're going to teleport to. You're going to see the giant castle on the hill. We're going to go ahead and call our horse, but you don't have to have one. And what we're going to do is from this teleport or from this location in front of Trotsky, we're going to go ahead and head down the road.
Quick.
And to the left here, very first left, just follow this all the way to it ends. down this way. Don't go that way. Keep continuing straight down this path. Kind of northeast and east. And you're going to get to herb garden here. And this herb garden, we've done a video on it before, but this is probably one of the best places to get free wormwood. And you can get them from the little bags here as well. You can get dried wormwood. We're going to get some of that for free right now. There's a few different bags of wormwood here that you can gather. And there's a bag down here as well that you can grab some wormwood out of. Right here, some 31 wormwood right here, just straight up out of the bag. Grab the snops too if you want. But over here not too far from that bag, you can go over here and get as much wormwood as you need. And just sit there and gather it. I mean, sit there and you can probably get at least 100 here, if not more. Especially looting the bags. And this is probably one of my favorite places to get wormwood. There's a lot of it here. There's wormwood here. There's mint here. And there's also herb Paris here if you're interested in that. Gather all these herbs that you want. You can sell the rest and use the ones that you need for this potion or this poison. Now we're going to go after Belladonna, and it's probably one of the harder ones to find in the game. So we're going to show you a few locations for that. Okay, so the very first spot that we found Belladonna quite a bit, it's found in clearings, and it's also found in some forest areas. We're going to show you those as well. But right here, it kind of east of Samine in this field, if you're looking at the map here, there's like 3 little, I guess, bushes on the map. Around in this whole area right here, you're going to be searching around for some Belladonna. And the Belladonna it's quite plentiful here, it seems like. There's also quite a bit of thistle here as well, and nettle. Belladonna is here quite a bit. And this is where our very first favorite spot to sit here and kind of farm some Belladonna. There's a lot of it here, actually. Quite a bit of it, as you can see. And we're just going to kind of look around here in this area. We're going to be looking on the ground and looking for Belladonna. And it kind of looks just like a bush, to be honest with you. Also, if you're looking for nettle, this is going to be another great place for nettle because there's a lot of that here as well. But yeah, just going around looking for Belladonna, and this is where you're going to find it. This is a really great hunting spot for Belladonna. All the other ones are quite easy to get, with the exception of this one. So this one's probably, I think, one of the hardest herbs in the game to actually find. But yeah, you're just going to basically be searching in this field right here, not too far east of Samine. And you're looking for these berry-like plants right this. Looks like kind of like a little berry bush with purple berries on it almost. Another location that we discovered is not too far north from the northeast, kind of from the Wandering Drunk right here, and that's not too far from our last location as well, which was right down here. Just kind of go north, follow the road, and you can go up here to where you can see kind of like a clearing, and there's a creek right there, and you'll see a nameless spring. There's actually some Belladonna. If you go down this little path right here, I got somebody sitting there waiting on me, but go down this path here and you see like a little cloth thing here. You can go ahead and pick up some herb Paris and Belladonna while you're at it, and there's 21 Belladonna in there. And also there's some around here, some herb Paris as well as Belladonna, and you can actually gather all those materials as well kind of around the spring here. So this is another location that you can get some Belladonna and some herb Paris from. Got some more Belladonna right there. Just kind of search around this area and you should be able to find you some more Belladonna. This is a little harder to find though because it's in the woods. And if that's not enough Belladonna for you, then you come here to Talk Off and we're going to show you an area. It's kind of out here in the fields, so out in the open again, like we said before. We're going to be searching around in the bottom of these fields here and we're going to try to find some more Belladonna. And we came right here and we see Belladonna. And it's right here, kind of in between these right here was where we found this in this area. Just kind of search around here and you'll find you some more Belladonna. And there should be several nodes of it around here. Probably the least favorite spot for getting Belladonna, but you can get some Belladonna around here. Just kind of got to look for it really good. Here's some more over here. Quite a few little nodes here. A few more down the side here. Not too far from the starting area there. Yeah, this is another area you can get Belladonna. I'm not trying to make this a herb guide, but Belladonna is probably one of the harder ones to find, so I did want to go ahead and show you where to find it. So that's the Belladonna and the Wormwood. We're going to go ahead and tell you where to find the mushroom part. And that's the Amanita right here, the mushroom. One of the absolute best places to find this mushroom is to come over here. We are on the kind of all the way on the northwest side, right next to Villa Pond. And we're going to be looking at this little camp right here. I guess it's probably the charcoalers or charcoal camp. And what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into the woods over here. There is just a literal ton of this mushroom from here. So once you're in this area right here where we are, we're kind of facing the camp right here. We're going to turn and go directly northwest and west, kind of in between it. Go straight into the woods. And then you're going to come to kind of like a little area that looks like it's kind of like almost looks like a stream almost, or it's been cut into. And there's a little house down here and a camp. And we're going to continue down through here. And down in this little portion down here, there's actually some dead bodies here for some reason. And we also have a ton of this mushroom. You can sit here and gather as much of it as you want. We're going to sit here and gather a literal ton of it. 11, 28. Yeah, you're going to get a ton of mushrooms here. And you'll want to go ahead and probably dry all of this after you get done with this. There's a bunch of mushrooms here around the body. The fly agaric, or whatever it's called. And there's even more over here. Come down here, gather this, and it's located right here on the map. It's not too far, like I said. It was kind of in that area. But yeah, right here is exactly where it is on the map. And it's not too far west, kind of northwest a little bit of this camp right here. And pretty much after gathering all of it in this valley here, we're going to notice that we have a literal ton of this stuff. Let's see, we have a grand total of 254 of these mushrooms in total. And we may have a few before that, but that's still a ridiculous amount of mushrooms. And we're going to go ahead and dry all these, because if you dry them, they last so much longer. We're going to find us a drying rack right here, and we're going to go ahead and just dry every single bit of the herbs that we've collected today. That way they last for an extremely long period of time, and we're not going to make all the potions, but we're definitely going to make a ton of the Bane potions with all the mats that we've gathered today. Hit X, and we're going to dry them all at once. And if all else fails when it comes to the herbs, if you can't find a herb, the easiest way is to get you at least one of the herb. Find you at least one. If you can't find it, just buy it from the herbalist. And then if you notice, whenever you click on the herb, it will show you over here, for example, Belladonna. Belladonna, it grows in clearings in leafy woods, but it's best not to seek it at all, which we want to, of course, in this case. Herb Paris, for example, sought in deep woods. So if you're looking for deep woods, we're looking for St. John's wort. It's fond of leafy woods, glades, and clearings. So you can actually click on the herb. Here's Wormwood. Abundant grows on roadsides and in fields. So you're going to be looking at roadsides and fields for that. So if you're looking for those herbs and stuff like that, then you can click on them, and it gives you kind of a tooltip whenever you go over as to where you can find them as well, which is quite bland, but also it kind of gives you an idea of where to start looking for that herb. My favorite place to come is Troskowitz, and we just fast traveled right here to Troskowitz. Down here in the corner, there's an alchemy bench right over here, and right here is where you teleport to. Just kind of go southwest here, and you'll be right here where the alchemy bench is. And we're going to go ahead and start off the alchemy bench here. So to make the Bane potion, what we're going to go ahead and do is select the Bane potion. We're going to hold E. It will automatically prepare the mats that we need for this. We're going to put some wine in there, like so. And we're going to go ahead and grab our wormwood and throw it in there. And go ahead and lower the pot down. And turn the hourglass or sand glass. And we're going to do this for 2 turns. So I like to look away and it'll kind of block the sand glass there. Once that does that, we're going to go ahead and hit it again for another turn. And once that empties, we'll go ahead and bring the potion back up again, like so. Then we're going to go ahead and take 2 Belladonna and throw them into the mortars here. You can do 2 at once. And go ahead and grind it. We're going to go ahead and throw it in there. Now we're going to lower it, and as soon as we lower it, we're going to go ahead and do the time glass and hit Q to bring the bellows up, to boil it. And just randomly hit Q or whatever your bellows is to Make sure it boils pretty good. And then once it's done, go ahead and raise it up. Then we're going to go ahead and take our mushroom and we're going to throw it into the cauldron. Then we're going to grab our file. And we're going to look down at the still here and hold E to go ahead and distill it, or whatever your button is. And it'll continue doing the bellows and all that good stuff. And at that point, we should have a Bane potion, which is pretty nice. So you go ahead and just continue doing that. Make you several Bane potions. You can hit I on your inventory to go ahead and throw several of the materials into there. The Belladonna, the mushroom, and the Wormwood. We're going to go ahead and select that and just keep making potions, basically. We're going to go ahead and do the wine again and repeat that process. You got you several of the new Bane potions or poisons. We're going to go ahead and show you how to apply them to your weapons. You okay, buddy? Jesus Christ. From your inventory, you're going to go ahead and go down to food, and you're just going to choose whichever one of the Bane potions you made. We made some regular and maybe a strong or two, and we have some weak ones as well. We kind of just picked those up, I think. But what we're going to go do is click on it and hit E to apply, or whatever your button is in the bottom left there. And there's two things you can actually apply it to. You can apply it to ranged weapons like arrows or bolts. Those are something you can apply it to, or you can actually apply it to weapons. So we're actually going to apply it to both of them, like so. And we're going to keep hitting E to go ahead and apply all the potions that we have. We're going to put quite a few on our arrows here, and then we're going to put one on our sword here. And then we're going to go ahead and hit X here to confirm it. And now what you're going to see is on your weapons and stuff, you're going to see little green droplets, and that means that it worked. That means that your weapon now is equipped with Bane. And also on our long-range arrows here, you can see we have 28 of them equipped with the Bane poison. These do not wear off, so you don't have to worry about it, but this does. So eventually with so many hits with your sword, your potion or your poison will wear off, so you got to be wary of that. I do like to actually use the bow. The bow is probably one of the easiest ways to kill things or people in this game. We're going to give you just kind of a brief demonstration of what this can do. Also, don't forget to go ahead and equip those back to your bow slot there so you can have some ammo. And all you got to do is hit them once. And when you hit them once, they'll slow down like that, and they'll eventually just kind of die off. Kind of like that. Ooh, didn't see that one. You can also use your sword. Once you hit them once with your sword, they'll be affected with the Bane poison, and they won't be able to catch back up with you. Like so. Aw, poor mud.
Now you'll see what we do with criminals, bastard.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead and die.
Cramps on. What could have caused them?
I don't know. It's a secret.
I'll hack you up like you deserve.
Oh, will you?
The pillar.
I think it's a pretty good demonstration. So yeah, you could basically kill anything with any of these guards or any bandits or whatever you come up against with one hit of the sword or one hit of an arrow. Actually quite OP, to be honest with you. At least one arrow per hit. If they get hit by one arrow or one sword attack, they're going to die, pretty much, is what it's going to boil down to. And it actually slows them as well.
Arrest him!
Oh, did I mention it actually works on animals too? Keeps them from running. So if you're trying to hunt something down, all you got to do is shoot it with one Bane arrow, and it'll actually kill the animal as well. Kind of like so.
For the love of Christ, I almost got killed.
And now you did?
Who shot that?
I don't know.
You're
Who
the
shot
one
that?
shooting here? Shame on you.
No clue who shot that. I have no clue.
Fuck this! I'm not getting myself killed.
Shh. Gotta sleep. Gotta sleep. And it also works really good if you're trying to hunt deer or any other kind of animals, because it actually slows them as well. And one shot is all you need, and you'll take down a deer, like so. Very nice. And one of people's favorite animals, the wolves. We're going to show you how great it is against the wolves. We got some on our sword here and our bow. Oh, look, wolves. And now that wolf cannot run from you whatsoever. You can just basically kill the wolves now. Like so. And you got to also watch on your sword, because if you're on your sword, you see how we just hit him a few times. You have to reapply the poison quite a bit, actually. We're going to go down to and actually equip our strong Bane poison, which we can't do in combat, which is unfortunate. I'll tell you what we'll go ahead and do. We'll go ahead and just use our bow and knock out a few wolves here. As long as you hit them once, you'll kill the wolf, basically. Like so. So it's really easy to kill a pack of wolves with this as well. Anything, really. I mean, honestly, it's one of the most overpowered things in the game. So if you don't want to actually have one of the most overpowered things to kill in the game, then probably don't do this method. But yeah, I mean, it honestly is, it's super great, honestly. If you're having a real hard time with combat, make you some Bane poisons and put them on your weapons and or arrows. And of course, the stronger the Bane potion that you use, the quicker they'll actually die. So if you have really strong Bane potions or even the Henry potions, then you're going to be killing stuff quite easily. If you level up your alchemy, we haven't leveled up our alchemy that great, to be honest with you. But if you use the better of the Bane potions, they will die faster. Because if you look over here in the stats, it tells it in 110 damage within 30 seconds. For the weak ones, it's 60 seconds, so it's almost double the time to kill the enemy. But it will slow them, and it actually keeps them from, you know, doing stuff and things, and lets you be able to kite them, which is quite easy. So you definitely want to use the best Bane potions that you have. So if you're struggling with combat or a situation, you want to go ahead and have you a few Bane potions, you can take care of that issue. No problem at all. You want to kill a whole entire city or town, you go right ahead. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And hopefully, we'll see you next time. Peace.